Good day to everyone from CashBro.com because that makes me more excited. On today's video game, I review of the Mode Earn app for 2024 plus bonus mini review of the actual Mode phone itself. Thank you everybody so much for joining me. I want to ask you for a quick favor. If you like videos like this where I go over ways you can make extra money on the side by doing things like listening to music in this case and other tasks on your mobile device or a specific phone, please make sure you give this video a like so we'll get it out in front of more people. And it does help us out with the good of YouTube algorithm, so thank you so much. And if you please can do us another favor, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of the summer and 5,000 by the end of the year. So again, thank you so much everybody for the support. Now, I did a review of the Mode Earn app a few years ago, and I've been using it until this day as one of my consistent pieces in my uh, side earnings wallet or Rolodex for those of you who remember what those are. And I'll actually post a link, hopefully I don't forget, on the pinned comment of this video will be a link to my last video where I went over how I made $100 in a given month from side apps because you should be using several different apps. That's why I review receipt scanning apps, game playing apps. That's the bulk of it though, and other apps like this one. So, quick little reminder for those of you who don't know, the Mode Earn app promises you ways to earn extra money, and they call it the Mode app because they have different modes. They have music mode, uh, news mode, game mode, all the modes, right? So, first off, the side bonuses. They also have their own mode phone, and this video is being recorded on the latest one, which is the Mode Phone 2, which came out 2 years ago, and I'll give a quick little blurb on that closer to the end of the video. That's why all this is set up this way. These apps here, I would never install them. They just came pre-installed with the phone. But again, more on that later. So the app itself, the main draw is that it pays you to listen to music. Essentially, it's pay to listen to radio because it'll play. And I can't play the music obviously because it is all licensed music. So then the video will get demonetized. But the music itself will be playing, and it's like a radio station. It's almost like playing, I guess you could say, uh, non-premium Spotify. So you'll be getting ads in between several of your songs being played. So you can leave this running in the background. First, you can just load up the app, hit play, and just minimize it like you just saw me going into the home screen, and then you just keep getting paid over time. You'll keep earning points, which you can use for several different rewards. And also show you how you can use this to get the phone itself for free, the Mode phone itself, anyways. Now, is the app itself a scam? Very important. The app itself, no, it is not a scam. It does work. It does pay. Like I mentioned, it has been around for a while. I've been using it for years. I've been using it on this Mode phone, which I use as another side device for different reviews and such, and of course with its own SIM card. So I leave it pretty much. I listen to music on this about, I would say realistically on average, because not on the weekends because I don't have time to, because I do other things with the phone as well. But on average, I'd say if you average it out over how much I do during the week total, I'd say for about 6 hours or so a week, I listen to music on this phone. And by the way, if you listen to music and the audio is completely muted, you will not get credit. You have to have it at least at volume one. So don't forget that. But use that about that often. I also plug it into charge. If you plug it into charge, it'll show you ads, which will also give you more points that you can then use to redeem. You see right now my goal, and my goal every single time is $20 PayPal. So the app does pay, but unfortunately, it's one of those that the fee for the PayPal redemption, because some apps take it, some apps don't. Like this app, unfortunately, does take it, so you will get 1940, not the whole $20. I know I'm such a stickler, but it's my 60 cents. God damn it! And the like Richie Rewards, they also take it from PayPal. So if you do PayPal, they take a part of the fee off of it, so you don't get the full amount. But my average from listening to the music on here, and by the way, this is not paying for the subscription either. I know they have a Mode or Earn Max thing, which is like $5 a week. Just I That's how they describe it on their website. I don't think I've actually heard of anything being charged by the week in a long time. But this is not paying for any membership. I'm averaging a $20 redemption every 2 months. So about $10 a month. So that's why I've kept the app in the actual rotation. Now you can do other things on here if you want to earn points faster. You can play games. You can do surveys. I don't really recommend the surveys honestly. They take too long and sometimes they don't really pay off very well. Kind of like with Swag Bucks. I If you have time to burn, then technically you could be getting paid because you're listening to music while you do the survey. So that's not a complete waste of time, but caveat emptor. The games itself. Now the games, if you go on there, it will actually show you the. This might look familiar to you guys. This is the thing that Richie Games just added, so I think it's so appropriate. Like I said, this is a white label thing. It's Richie. Swagbucks had it for a while. Tiv had it, RIP. Ugami had it, RIP. A lot of different apps use this interface. So right now it's just paying per task, not for playtime. And let's see if it still recorded my old games on here. Yeah, it did. So you can see on here, I had all of these games before because they were paying based on playtime. So if they pay based on playtime, then it's actually not a bad deal because you can earn from playing the music as long as you don't mind the music is playing, and then you can also earn from the playtime on the game itself, so you can double dip that way, so that can make it lucrative. When I was playing the game, so I was actually making 20 every month and a half or so it's a little bit quicker. There's no referral program to my knowledge. There used to be, I think, but there's not, so uh, can't get extra rewards there. But overall, do I recommend the app? Again, it is not a scam. It does take a bit of work and time. The payouts generally take between, in my experience, between 3 and 5 days and you'll just get your PayPal. Like I said, that's the only one I'm doing, and you can also actually redeem for a free mode phone. So let me go over here. These are all the rewards you can get. You can get like Amazon, but the Mastercard gift cards, like all this stuff is so close in cost to the PayPal that I don't think it's worth it. Just get your PayPal and use it to pay your bills or get your beer or whatever the heck you're doing with it. But you can get a free mode phone right here. Right now it's 50% off, but for the price of a little bit more than $20 PayPal redemption, you can get the mode phone for free. So you can actually use this app on your current phone, which I'm sure it's better than the mode phone, but I'll get to that in a second. And you can use those points to get the phone for free. So then you can just run things on your mode phone, but it doesn't explicitly say that I've been able to find, but you should be putting in a SIM card / phone number in this phone to actually use it as a phone and earn from there. Now the phone itself, like I said, it came out 2 years ago. It was a budget phone back then. Right now the retail for it is not as $100. You can get it from Best Buy, Amazon, a few other different retailers. 6.5-inch screen. Don't worry, this isn't gonna be too detailed. I'm not what's it, Marcus Broly. This isn't a tech review channel, at least not now. Uh, but the phone itself has 4 gigs of RAM. I believe I forget which processor it is. It's one of those, not a not one of the Snapdragons. Obviously, it's one of those. I think it's one of those MediaTek or some such different off-brand processors. It says 4 gigs of RAM, 64 or 120 gigabytes of storage. Would I recommend the phone itself? First off, before they would promise additional payout, like additional percentage, if you had the phone, I haven't been able to find any documentation on that as of late, so I don't know if that's still true. The phone itself, like I said, just comes pre-installed like this, so it comes with the widgets that help you earn more points, like everything to be able to maximize your ability to earn the points or get to the earnings. So that being said, would I recommend this phone to be your daily driver? Honestly, like you would have to be a very, very basic user for this phone to be enough. Like I don't think most people do not. Honestly, in my opinion, most people should not be buying anywhere near a high-end phone, like a 2 or 3 year old Samsung Galaxy uh, S series would probably be good enough for most people that they're running on Android. And a 2 or 3 year old iPhone is probably more than enough for most people as well, as far as I'm concerned. But this phone is still very basic. I don't know why they haven't updated in the last 2 years. The device I use to record all my Richie Games videos, that is, like I mentioned before, a OnePlus N220 Nord. I got from Amazon. It was refurbished, but I got it for about $100. That's almost the same price as this. Granted, it is refurbished, but it runs way better. The screen is 90 hertz. This is obviously not going to have that. So it's a hard sell for me. I don't recommend this phone because I feel like once you start installing games, first of all, a lot of the games that are on here, uh, like it had a Honkai Star, I think it had Honkai Star Rail on as a game you can install on this thing, and that is not gonna run well. That will not run well on here at all if it runs at all. So I cannot give a recommendation for the phone. If you want to maximize your earnings for other things, like if you don't mind listening to the music that plays through the Mode app, and then run this along with like Richie Games or something else. And again, the volume can't be muted, so don't forget that. Play the music and do your other stuff. You can double dip and earn well that way. So as long as you don't mind that, it definitely has a recommendation for me. Or if you're not doing anything else, if you want to just chill and not worry about earning from an app at that point in time, or you're by your desk or whatnot, you can just let the music play on here. And as long as you're not inactive for, in my experience, more than like 20 minutes, you still keep getting your rewards being paid. So there you go. Because it can be pretty passive, almost completely passive, and you can still make some money. Not a scam. Gets a recommend for me if you are okay with all of those caveats. The phone itself does not get a recommend because I think it could just get really slow really quickly, and I would suggest looking for other budget options. Again, like I mentioned, if you would like me to go over more recommendations in more detail as far as like a budget phone that you can get that runs pretty well, that you can use also to use these apps to then potentially, get extra money or potentially upgrade the phone eventually, please let me know in the comments. But that's it, guys. That's the 2024, the Mode Earn app. Still not a scam. Still kind of worth it. But that is it. Thank you, everybody, so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. And of course, if you like what you've been seeing, please make sure you give a little visit to the like, share, and subscribe buttons down below. Any questions, tips, comments, post in the comment section. I got the best of games. Make some money, spend some money, save some money, don't get boned. Get boning.